Tone Trevor Production. Baby, make if you want to, cause you're safe with me, so just stay with me. Every day is like a holiday. Sleeping if you want.
Hey Callie, so I'm doing a collab tag right now. I'm doing a YouTube first times collaboration with some other women from the Real Women of YouTube, and I have my notebook here so I could be able to keep up with my questions. I have them all written down. It says, so a couple of the questions I was looking up and I couldn't remember the answers, but I would try to answer them all the best I can, so here we go. So it says, first YouTube video you ever watched. Honestly, I don't remember what my first YouTube video I ever watched. Honestly, I don't remember. So, it probably was a dance video. Before all these YouTubers and stuff, it probably was like some dance videos. I'm just gonna go with that. Probably like a dance video. First person you subscribed to. I don't remember that either, but I do know one of the people I subscribed to was Latoya Forever. She was one of them. I don't know. She wasn't the first person. She's the first person I can remember at the moment that I subscribed to. I just can't remember anybody else because I've been watching, I think, YouTube for a couple of years. It says, do you still talk to your first love? My first puppy love? No, I don't. But my first real love is my husband. But my first puppy love, I did not talk to him. It says, first kiss. My first kiss was in the 5th grade with this boy named Rodell. We were headed to the zoo because like every different age groups go to different places for like a field trip. So we were going to the zoo. So that was my first kiss in the 5th grade. It says, first alcoholic drink you ever had. I think the first alcoholic drink I ever had was either vodka or Smirnoff, like the flavored ones. My dad gave it to me. Like I probably was like 16, 15, like just a little bit. It says first car. The first car that I ever got, when my husband, when I met him, he had a Mustang, a GT Mustang, and then we traded that in, or we sold that because it was like 11 years old and it was like breaking down. And the first car we owned together was a Nissan Sentra. It was silver. That was the first car we had. It's first job. My first job, I was like 15 and a half, and I worked at Albertsons as a bagger. So I bagged the groceries, and then we had to sweep up and down the aisles with like a big old broom mop, and then we had to clock, like it was like a punch. We had to punch in every hour. Like we had different times that we had to go outside and collect all the carts. So that was my first job at 15 and a half. It says first pet. The first pet that I remember having is a dog named Onyx. I probably was in kindergarten, and I remember this dog because he was all black. And I remember one morning I was waiting for my aunt and my cousin to pick me up from school, and I was petting my dog, and he bit me in the face because I pet him too much. I actually still have scars from when he bit me. Like it looks like kind of like a like 5 lines on my face, kind of like some stuff shining stars or something. It's under one of my eyes. I can't remember which one. Otherwise I pointed out, but I still have it. And I really didn't even have school that day that it happened. My aunt ended up taking us to school, and it was a holiday, so I tried to go to school. I was crying. He tore me up. Like he just bit me right here under my eye because I was petting him too much. It says first celebrity crush. I guess my first celebrity crush was like B2K, the members from B2K. That was my first celebrity crush. First real boyfriend. My first real boyfriend was when I was 15 and a half. That was supposed to be my real love. I'm not going to say his name because I'm good off of him. But yeah, that was kind of like my first real love, I guess you could say. When I was like 15 and a half. It says, who was the first person to text you today? Nobody texted me today, but my cousin did call me today, so I'm gonna say my cousin. she actually, I'm sorry, she did text me, because she tried to call me. I was asleep. She tried to call me, I didn't answer, and she texted me like, hey, call me back. So my cousin Travia was the first person that texted me today. It says, who was your first grade teacher? My first grade teacher was this lady. I can't even think of her name, but I remember she had red curly hair, and she always wore like a big, kind of like those big straw hats with the head cords that come down here. I don't remember her name, but I kind of remember what she looked like. And I went to 2 different elementary schools, so she was my first grade teacher at Central Elementary. At Hamilton, I don't think I went there for first grade. Like, I kept switching back and forth because we would move to different areas. It says, where was your first sleepover? My first sleepover was at my Aunt Liz's house. It was with me and all my cousins, and I remember this sleepover because my aunt actually videotaped it. So she actually has like a little cassette tape, but she actually was able to insert it into like I don't know if it's a VHS tape or like a CD, but we watched it. My grandma passed away in 2012, and we actually watched it a little bit. She had some of it recorded, and we had like a dance off. Like, it was really fun. That was the first sleepover that I can remember that I went to. It says, first thing you did this morning. Well, the first thing I did this morning was turn off my alarm clock, got up, got dressed, because my husband had a doctor's appointment today. So that was the first thing I did this morning. It says, first concert you ever went to. My first concert was the B2K concert. It was actually at the Del Mar Fair, because they have the Del Mar Fair every year. It was actually there. It was free. Like, they have concerts there, and the concerts are free. You just walk over and go there. I don't think they charge you. And we walked over there one time, and Mary was there. So I don't think they charge you for concerts here. But we actually went to go see B2K when I was like a teenager, so I can't remember the age. But that was the very first concert I ever went to. And Janae Ayoka was there. It was another sister group. What's their names? I don't know. But they were there. And one other person, Marcus Houston was there. That was the first concert I ever went to. And it says, first broken bone. I have never had a broken bone. Let me knock on this. I've never had, I think that's what. I've never had a broken bone. Let's say, don't let me ever have one, but I've never had a broken bone before. And it says, first movie you remember seeing. The first movie I remember seeing was when I was in 3rd grade, and it was the movie Beaches. I don't know if any of you guys know this movie. It's with Bette Midler. I don't know the other actress's name, but it's called Beaches. I'll put the name of it in the video clip here. It's called Beaches. It's with Bette Midler, and it was on a VHS tape, and I was in 3rd grade. And the girl that played Bette Midler as a child, she actually is in the Big Bang Theory now. She plays like, I think she plays Sheldon's girlfriend. She has the glasses. And she was in Blossom. She also played Blossom. Well, she was supposed to be the young girl in the movie. And I remember this movie because she said a line in the movie. I was in 3rd grade. She said, "I hate my life," in the movie, right? And then I wanted to go with my mom somewhere, and because she was going with her friend somewhere, and she said, "You can't go." So because I remember that part in the movie, I was like, "I hate my life," and my mom was like, "What'd you say?" I got it from that movie. I didn't know what I was talking about. I just said it because that's what she said, you know. But that was the first movie that I remember seeing when I was young. And the next one after that, I know it's supposed to be one, but I had another one. It was Save the Last Dance. I was turning 13. That was my second one. But the first one was Beaches. But that's the end of this first time tag. So I remember the majority of it, just a couple things I didn't remember. But yeah, so I'm actually doing this tag with some other women. So I'm going to actually add their videos, links in the description box so you guys can go watch their first time tags. And I'll catch you later, Callies. All right, bye.